Welcome to another episode of We've Done No Work Today. I have just got my mid-sem test results. This semester, Sem 3, all seems to build on one another. High grades and high marks does not discriminate between how clever you are, you just have to work hard. Quite literally the most miserable the weather in Manchester gets. What a way to start the week. And I am back from this morning's PBL, the case open of case 7, and we are also back after another reading week, which I did very little reading, have done nowhere near as much as I have previous reading weeks. And to be honest, it's just because this semester I've just really taken my foot off the gas. I've not necessarily got complacent because I did so well in first year, but just knowing the fact that I've basically got all the honours points that I can get in first year and second year. You know, this semester I have found myself taking a bit more of a back foot with my studies, being less proactive, prioritising my DJing more, socialising a bit more. You know, I've been trying to go out on a few more dates. You know, I'm 27, I need to be thinking about that stuff. Like, I can't be single forever, right? I have been going out here and there occasionally. Yeah, we're back to uni. It's case 7 this week, which is all about Parkinson's disease, 68-year-old that develops it. And I do like the fact that this semester, Sem 3, all seems to build on one another. So like everything is to do with the spinal cord, the brain, the nerves, when demyelination of the nerves happens, such as MS. So it is nice that this semester everything does build on each other, but really to get the main benefit of this semester, you need to be staying on top of each case and the things that you're learning about. But today is a pretty big day because we're also getting our results back from the mid-sem test, which was testing cases 1 to case 5. And I sat that last week on the Tuesday, which is the last day it was open for. And to be honest, I really didn't perform well on it. I really did not feel good sitting that exam. And it was expected, you know, I'd not done anywhere near as much work this semester. I disappointed myself. I'm not looking forward to getting the result, which is going to come out today, but I think it's going to be quite eye-opening to really see the result that I do get in the mid-sem test, to really indicate how little work can impact how well you perform on the course. But until then, there are many other things that need doing, and one of those is actually still getting through some of the notes of case 6, which is on MS. So I'm going to continue working through that. So I have just got my mid-sem test results back. As expected, I didn't do anywhere near as well as I would have hoped. I got 60%, and that is the worst score, mark, test result I've had throughout the entirety of this course. And to be honest with you, I'm not shocked by that, and that doesn't make me feel bad. The reason it doesn't make me feel bad is because it's quite evident to me that your performance on this course is reflective on the amount of work that you put into it. In first year, I was getting distinctions because I was working hard. This year, I've gone and got a satisfactory, but that is because I did no work for it. And quite frankly, I was sitting that exam not knowing anything. I was like, wow, I don't even know what that is. But that is only going to be achievable if you work hard. And that should come as reassurance to anybody that watches this video, to anybody that studies medicine, in that if you work hard, you can do well. High grades and high marks does not discriminate between how clever you are. Ultimately, you just have to work hard, and that is how you get the results. So that is the outcome of my mid-sem test. But now I have got a face-to-face behavioural and social science mental health seminar at the university, and I need to go there because it starts in 15 minutes, so let's go. And so it's 8:40 and I've done about 4 hours of work today. The group session that we had wasn't very good. It was about mental health. Since then I have just been studying, and what really annoys me when, you know, I'm looking on NICE guidelines for like a definitive treatment plan, like step 1, first line, second line, like why is it never easy to access? I've just spent about 20 minutes looking through NICE guidelines for depression, mild depression, severe, moderate, and like what are the stepwise things? And it's annoying because it says, okay, well, SSRI, and then there's a mention of MAOs, but there doesn't seem to be any like definitive stepwise fashion. So I'm having to resort to the BNF to try and find it. You know, it's just so annoying that I'm having to resort to an old book that's from 2020 to try and figure out what the stepwise approach is. What drug do you give first line, second line, third? Why is it not on there? So it's just so visible so everybody can see it. But after doing this, I'm gonna go do some fitness, go do the Apex bike, then hit the gym, and then probably call it a night after eating. So catch you guys tomorrow. Good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of We've Done No Work Today. To be honest, I had a really busy night last night. Since Matt is moving out next month on the 17th of December, with it now being the 16th of November, I've got a month, and in that month I need to find a new tenant to fill Matt's room. So basically last night I spent ages on Spare Room, basically putting an advert together, replying to some messages. Today I woke up at 11, inundated with messages from Spare Room, so I've just basically been prioritizing that. I've just shown a lad around the flat, and he's a really cool guy, so I've got a good feeling about that, but I have got a couple more viewings that I want to do just before I make my decision of who to put in. Other than that, today I went swimming training with the university from 1 till 3, and yeah, now I've got about 2 hours until I'm going out for dinner. I'm going to San Carlo on another date. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But now I've got some work that I just need to get on with. I need to get my life together. Wow, good afternoon, people. It is Thursday, and I've had not a lot of sleep last night because I had a wicked date. We went to San Carlo, then went for a drink at Schofield's, and then drank wine. And to be honest, I didn't sleep much and did not feel good for this morning's drug dilutions. So this morning we had a drug dilution practical, which was really cool because we were using needles again, which I don't know why. I'm just fascinated by using the needles and the syringes. I just think it's really sick because it's so doctor-esque. So that was wicked, but my brain was just not functioning on 4 hours sleep there. I found it so difficult to work out very basic calculations, and yeah, my mind was just not functioning at that time. So I had an hour's sleep when I got back. And then I just got back now from my anatomy tutorial, which was good fun. Obviously didn't know anything about it because I've not read any of the anatomy pre-reading because I'm just not on it. I don't know what's going on. It's just not good. I need to sort myself out. Now, in about half an hour, I've got another viewing for my flat. So I'm gonna show someone else around, see what they think of the gaff. And yeah, hopefully at some point we will have a new flatmate for this place. Hopefully confirmed by Monday next week. So I've got one more viewing today, one viewing tomorrow with this other fella, and then I'll have a decision. But I do need to eat some food because I'm getting pretty hungry. Catch you guys later. This is what I've thrown together: a protein lentil pasta with turkey and some arrabbiata sauce that my mum made. So, you know, nice, quick and easy with some vegetables in it. Absolutely delicious. Really impressed with my cooking and my mum's addition to it. So Do you know when you said like the marathon is something that nobody can get into? Test. Hearing tests such as. Alright, so I just had another viewing that went pretty well. It lasted a lot longer than I would have thought. So we ended up chatting, just getting to know one another, because obviously if I'm gonna live with someone, I need to feel completely comfortable that we are gonna actually get on. But I've just been doing some reviewing of another video for this channel. Not actually got around to doing any studying though. I actually missed 2 lectures because of the viewing that I was doing, and to be honest, I don't feel good about it. I feel bad the fact that I am getting so behind and not just watching lectures, even though I don't find them very productive, and I tell myself I'm gonna watch them, you know, on repeat. I actually don't really get round to watching them, which is a bad thing, and it probably would make more sense to just be present, even if I'm not gonna be as productive watching them, because it's not watching them in hindsight and the slow speed where I can take notes. But, you know, that being said, it is time to, you know, head off to work. It's 6:37 and I've got a DJ now for the next 4 hours. I need to sort myself out. I need to get my revision cap on and start working harder, because I've got other things that need doing, but also medicine really needs doing, and I'm getting behind. And I've just got home from work, and I've basically just done some of an Anki deck. Just wanted to get some work done just so I can feel somewhat productive. It is midnight now, and I am going to call it a night for Thursday. DJing was decent. I've got a bit of work done. I feel better. Bad time. See you tomorrow. Time machine icon. Alright, good afternoon guys. It is Friday, and wow, I've just really done very little in terms of work this week. Today I've also had a really stressful one, sorting out my MacBook Pro. I've had to reinstall the entire software after a week of going back and forth with Apple on the phone about being able to restore the MacBook Pro to the original state, because there was something that was corrupted on the hard drive. Anyway, long story short, we finally have got nearly there. I've got like 24 hours that it needs to restore all the information, so I can't actually use my MacBook until then. So I've basically just been doing Anki decks on the sofa, just revising some of the old cases, but I've not been able to do any new work for this case, or even really any other preparation for the anatomy dissection room that I've got in an hour. So I just feel really behind, but fortunately, the positive thing is I am making my way through this list of things that really have been bothering me that needed doing. You know, I've crossed off 3 of the bottom ones. One of them was obviously living here and finding a tenant, and I'm very close to just having 3 things on here as opposed to 7, which is what I had at the start of the week. So that is the update. I've just had some lunch, made some bagels, and I'm in the process of trying to restore my MacBook and doing some more Anki decks before my anatomy dissection at 4 p.m. In the middle cerebral artery. And there you guys have it. That is the end of yet another video here at Med School. So if you have enjoyed this one, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for the weekly uploads, and hit that bell notification button so you get notified for the videos every time they get posted. Make sure you also follow me on the socials down below to see what I get up to more throughout the weeks, and my travel channel and everything else. And also make sure you check out this playlist and these other videos right here for more from me. But as always, I'll see you in the next one.